know what time it is.
How it all works.
Come on.
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 Guest invitation, show flyer design, show advertising, stream setup, affiliate links, tech check, run sheet or show flow, intro video, outro video with credits, segment bumpers, sponsor promos, announcements, chat moderators, relevant show links, community shoutouts, repurposing via audio podcast, audiograms, video snippets, quote memes, mailing list contents. Whew! Did we cover everything? Live show planning can be super simple, but over time, it can grow into a monster. How do you manage it all and keep the ships running on time? If you've ever asked that question, or if the crazy list I just rattled off interests you, then consider joining us for the live show planning A to Z masterclass. Sunday, March 27th from 3 to 5 p.m. You'll learn the 5 phases of live show planning and leave with tangible next steps. $67 reserves your seat. Go to kirkarnugent.com/masterclass today and let's figure out how it all works. Yes. What's good, family? What's good? Let me see who's in the chat already. Oh, come on. Let me hear you. Tawana is in the house. Seesaw Studios is in the house. Well, who else do we have? We've got Mel. No, that's not a sound effect. That's just me being a broken record. We got Melanie in the house. We got Gary Link in the house. We got Gary Jones in the house. The two Garys. I was trying to type "What's good, Gary?" and I realized that both of your names were Gary. And I said, okay, well, let me not type that because I wanted to give you guys a welcome individually. What's good, family? It's good to be back. Good to be making sense of debt is here. Happy Monday to you. Excited. We're using StreamYard tonight, fam. I want you to know we are using StreamYard tonight. And if you have questions, get ready. If you're wondering to yourself, okay, hold up. Oh, are you really using StreamYard? Yes, this is StreamYard. That's what you see right now. That's what we're using. So get ready because I've got a StreamYard official with me tonight. We actually have the same shirt. I went and changed to make sure I was matching. We actually have the same shirt on, but man, listen, I'm excited about tonight. Venroy Wind is here. James Hicks is here. Oh man, we're gonna have a great time. 14 people are here already. Share, please. Go ahead and tag somebody on Facebook. Go ahead and, what's the term? Share. I guess you could tag people on YouTube too. I'm not really certain. YouTube has changed so much over the last couple months, weeks, whatever. It is amazing. But I'm excited that you guys are all here. Let's get into our announcements so we can get right to the meat of this thing. And yeah, I'm so excited that we are going to get a chance to chat it up with Mel. Let me put this down here. Let's switch this over here and let's get into our announcements. Bam. All right. So for those that don't, I always start here. Get the ebook, y'all. kirkarnugent.com. Go ahead and get the ebook. It is there. It's like right on the main page, or just go to the store. It's there as well. Or just Google it on Amazon. 31 live streaming tips to grow your audience. People always say to me, Kirk, just keep pushing it because, like, I kid you not, I see purchases of the book every week because of this announcement. So I will keep this right here. 31 live streaming tips to grow your audience, fam. Go ahead and grab this thing. It's going to be amazing. I'm laughing because I can still see Mel in the background. We're gonna have a lot of fun tonight. All right, I'll just leave it there. This is a huge announcement. I want to make sure you guys are aware of this. This is something that's been cooking for months, right? Literally months. Stefan and I have been working on this new show, this new platform, this new project. It's gonna be dope, y'all. So, yes, the links. I'm gonna put the links big on the screen. ablinks.live/YouTube. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button now. Trust me on this. We're starting up the first Wednesday in April, but we're going to have a preview that last week of March. So definitely check this out. ablinks.live/group is the Facebook group, and then ablinks.live/Facebook, which is not on here, but you'll see it later. That's how to get to the Facebook page. Definitely want to make sure you guys are aware of this. We got a new video on the channel, I did the EV Mux preview a few weeks back and we broke the internet. Yes, all of you helped me to break the internet. Yes, it was not just me. All of you helped me to break the internet. And so I share a couple of things in this latest video that's on the channel. Go ahead and hit it up. If you're on howitallworks.com right now, it's literally just below you, right? You're watching the video right here. It's like just a little bit below. Okay, so, but anyway, yes, this is our latest video on the channel, youtube.com/kirkarnugent. Definitely check it out. This is something you're going to want to see. Even if you have no intention of using this platform ever, you're going to want to see this. And that goes for you too, Mel. I think you should check out this one. This one's pretty dope. All right. I want to say a word of appreciation to all of you. This is a major milestone. Major milestone. We put this out in the newsletter last week, midweek last week. And yes, we hit hit a major milestone, 5,000 subscribers on the channel. We're like nearing 5,100 at this point. This is just to show you that rapid pace that's kind of taking off there. I was excited about that. And I want to make sure to say a word of thanks. I cannot thank you guys enough for just the support of the community. It means a lot. It truly does. And it tells us that we are on the right track. We're doing the things that you guys want and need. So we're excited about that as well. We do have a masterclass coming up. You saw the video just as we're coming out of the countdown clock. That video is about this masterclass, kirkarnugent.com/masterclass. Come on, y'all. Live show planning. You know you need it. I'm going to tell you right now, it is not unlimited seats. And every day I get about 2 purchases. So it's going. It's actually going faster than I thought it would. So definitely grab your tickets before they run out. Okay. kirkarnugent.com/masterclass. That's where you can grab that at. And trust me, you're going to want to do that. I don't have on one of my shirts today, but I hope that you guys were able to get your Black History Month shirt last month, because that is gone. It is no longer available. But definitely check out the shop page in case you are interested in grabbing some HIAW merch. Man, listen, this month, the month of March, we're doing our Learn series. Tonight, it's going to be all about StreamYard. Next Monday, not night. I want to say this again, next Monday, but not night. And I say this again at the end of the show. We're going to have coming to you live at a special time next Monday from San Diego. Yes, I'll be live with Doc Rock literally sitting next to me in the flesh. It's going to be so dope. I'm going to get a chance to meet Mel there as well. So I'm excited about next week at Social Media Marketing World. We're going to dive into that a little bit later. But this is the Learn series. Tonight, it's all about StreamYard. Next week, we're going to be learning Ecamm. The week after that, we're going to be learning remote production. The week after that, we're going to be focused on course creation. Trust me, this is the Learn series this month. Next month, we're doing some spotlights, some live video spotlights. We're going to be showcasing people who are using live video in some unique and creative ways. So definitely want to make sure you guys get a chance to check out all of the above. This is the full schedule right here. I wanted to make sure you see that. But of course, the first in this series is Melanie Dyann Howe. And I'm so excited that she's going to be with us today. She's no stranger to us. She is no stranger, but I'm excited that she's going to be here. And without any further ado, let's get into it. I love the shades. I was like, where's my shades? I need to go find some shades.
I know. Now. The only problem is it gives away my secrets. Like
I know. You have to really lean in though. I mean, at least for me. But listen, Mel is back on the what? Come on. I want to hear it in the chat. I want to hear it. So excited to have you back on the show. Man, listen, StreamYard is phenomenal. Okay. And they kept me stupid busy during the holiday season.
All the updates?
Oh gosh. It was like 2-3 videos a week, man. It was crazy. Oh my goodness, man. Mel, what's good? What's up?
Man, it is great to be here, Kirk. Oh, it's so great. You said it during your little announcements and stuff. I am so stoked to actually meet you in person next week. It's crazy. Like there's so many people in the audience watching that are going to be there as well. Like I'm super excited to get to a conference next week in San Diego and actually get to see people and hug people. Like, hello.
Yeah. The cell phone is going to be strictly for selfies, like nothing else. We're not talking on the cell phone, just selfies.
I mean, it's crazy. Like, it's funny because what's crazy about this world, and that's why one of the things I love about live video is that you feel like you're actually getting to know people. Like there's so many people in both of our audiences that we have a very good overlapping audience. And it's like, you feel like you know them, but yet you've never met them in real life. Right. But you know each other. You're like friends, so I'm so excited to get out there and meet everybody. And it's just going to be so great. But everything's been good. I mean, you're right. StreamYard's been busy. StreamYard's been busy with lots of feature updates. Sometimes I log in and I'm literally like, oh, didn't know that was coming. Great. Like they can't even keep up with letting us know. But yeah, no, I'm a huge proponent of StreamYard. I am a partner of StreamYard. So I'm basically just a huge fan and one of their spokespeople. And just, I love getting to talk about live video. And of course, StreamYard is my favorite tool to help people go live. I see Doc Rock could not miss the party. He could not miss the party. You know what's funny is I wondered, Doc, I figured you'd be watching. Like I almost busted out the Blue Yeti just to give him a hard time. It's literally right down here. I could hook it up right now if we want to. I could hook up the Blue Yeti. I know how much he loves the Blue Yeti. He'd be like, no, Mel. He'd literally be texting you and saying, send me the StreamYard link. I'm jumping in the show right now.
I'm jumping on. You know what's hilarious? Doc and I have already scoped out a Jamaican restaurant in San Diego that we can go to get a beef patty together because we've been joking about this beef patty thing for such a long time.
I love Jamaican food. Jamaica is one of my. I've been there twice, and I love Jamaica. I love Jamaica.
Okay, you might have to come with us to get a beef patty.
It's happening. It's already done.
This is already done.
Mark, you know what's funny about this conference is, and I don't know if you feel this way, but I'm so excited, but I'm also like so stressed because there's no way I'm going to be able to squeeze everything in, like meeting everybody, seeing everybody, all the things. I feel like I'm a cotillion all over again, and like my little black book's getting filled up with like all the little teenage boys that want to like dance with me.
I'm telling you, it is stressful. Like I was talking to Leslie just a day or so ago, and he was like, "When are you coming in again?" I said, "I'm coming in Saturday night." He's like, "Oh, okay. I think
that gives you some breathing room."
Yeah, no, it does. I'm trying to. I figured because my kids are going on spring break, so I was like, "Oh, well, why would I stay around? Let me fly out Saturday night." Yeah. So. Yeah, but I'm looking forward to this. You are absolutely correct. I don't know. There are actually like real sessions that I want to attend.
Yeah.
That I paid to attend.
Yeah.
And that so some speakers that I want to actually hear speak on that topic. But every time I'm like, oh yeah, I'll catch up with you. And then you're like, oh, wait a minute, when am I going to do that?
When is this going to happen? Yeah, I know. It's going to be great.
Yeah. The timing is off. Listen, if we don't do this right away, we're going to get way off of our schedule. So I just want to give people a quick update. You've been on the show before. We're not talking about somebody brand new to the How It All Works audience. And as you said, we have huge overlap. I saw somebody in the comments say, my two favorite creators on one show. How great is this? Gary Link said that. So that's so dope. But just give people a little bit of an update. You were with us last October. Just give people a little update on all things Mel. And then of course, there are the one or two people who are going to watch. There's like, well, I don't know. I don't know what rock they're under, but I don't know who Mel is. So just kind of give people a little bit about you and all the things that you do.
Yeah. So I'm basically a live streaming mentor coach, a marketing coach. I love to help people really just figure out their message, figure out their personal brands. Really, it's all about embracing who they really are, putting themselves out there, being themselves, being authentic, and using social media to make those authentic connections. And honestly, I used to teach all kinds of things social media, but man, about 3 years ago, I just decided live video, in my opinion, is the best way, the way to truly make a connection and build relationships like we were talking about. Like there are people in this audience that I've never met before, but I know who they are. Like I know who Gary Link is. I know who Doc Rock is. I know who Laura Williams is. I know who James Hicks is. Like all kinds of people. And you can actually build relationships with people when you use live video. So I just kind of became all in on live video about 2.5, 3 years ago. And that's what I focus on. So I teach people how to level up from just using a phone to doing things like what you're doing. And before the show, I was like, what in the world? I was like, man, I thought I was pretty savvy. I literally was like, Kirk, screw this whole preacher geek thing, speaker thingy. Like, just start saying, I am Kirk Nugent, the wizard. He's the wizard, y'all. He is a wizard back here. So anyway, that's what I do. And so I have a podcast called DIY Marketing School with Melanie Dyann Howe, and I essentially really focus a lot on helping people get unstuck. I think a lot of putting yourself out there and actually using things like live video and everything else, a lot of it has to do with mindset and understanding who your audience is and what your message needs to be. And, I'm all about just helping people and empowering people to move forward and doing that. And I have this saying where I basically say that, if you sit back and you keep waiting to for the right time, or you keep waiting till you're ready, you're never ready. And I just say, don't let your gifts go ungiven, because everybody has gifts. And so that's my big passion in this world, is to help people get themselves out there so they can do what they want to do for more people, whether it be your hobby or whether it be your business or whatever, you know what I mean? So that's my big thing. And it's been fun. Like, I as you know, I'm a huge fan of StreamYard. So much, I talked about StreamYard so much, they finally came to me and they said, hey, we'd like you to come talk. We'll give you a lot of shirts and like, can you just kind of officially talk about us? And I was like, heck yes. So yeah, I'm an official StreamYard partner, and I'm excited to be in San Diego next week representing StreamYard and just kind of mingling and mixing and being. I can't wait.
I love that, and I want to just kind of point out here that this is one of the reasons why I wanted to have you on the show today, because of course, as has been said, there's that huge overlap. But if you have been listening, family, if you've been listening to what she just said, you're kind of hearing a similar theme. Like, I'm all in on live video, and you can hear from her, is like, she's all in on live video. Like, live video is the way. So we have a saying here that your live stream is your digital storefront, because there's no greater way for people to experience your greatness than for them to see you do it live. And I love what Mel does. I mean, honestly, we won't go into all the semantics or even the numbers, but I would dare say that because of your influence, more people have been introduced to StreamYard because of the amount of live streams and all the shows and stuff. So it can be used. You can harness that same power for yourself, for your business, for your brand, for your hustle. So now, what do you love about StreamYard? So this is where we're going to kind of hang our hats.
Yeah.
We both love StreamYard, but why, right? So I have three things that and I had to limit myself. I had to really limit myself to three. I knew this was going to be hard for you, but we've both got three things that we're going to share. 3 features, functions, whatever about StreamYard, or even just like the way it's set up, that we are going to share with you. And hopefully, if you guys have questions, all right, I'm opening it up right now. If you have questions, like there's something. If there's something you see us doing that you're like, wait a minute, slow down, show that again. We want to make sure that this is a learning experience. That's what this series is about this month. It's for you guys to be able to not only hear and experience, but to also to learn. So I'm throwing it to you, Mel. What give us your maybe not number one, but give us one of the 3.
Yeah, I mean, here's the thing. And here's I need everybody to know this. Kirk did not share his 3 things with me. So we might overlap, which is fine. Because I mean,
That's
3
true.
things is so challenging because there are so many things I love about StreamYard. But I will say this. The number one thing that I love about StreamYard is that anyone can do it. That's the thing I love about it, because so many times I think that we see people doing things, we see people producing videos, and they look all fancy with their purple lights, which, Kirk, I think I had purple lights before you. I know we've had this conversation before.
We have
so many overlaps. It's so freaking funny.
I don't mind.
We're like the same human almost, but like, I mean, I don't know who had the microphone first. I'm not sure, but I'm
not
just
sure.
saying.
I'm not sure, right?
Anyway, I'm just
Somebody
saying.
needs to cut us a check. Anyway,
I know, it's so funny. I just love how anyone can do it. So again, you can watch people like Kirk and I, and we have really good cameras. We have really nice, a good audio setup. I don't know, Doc Rock might, tease us about some things about that, but anyway, I'm just saying, like, we look professional. We have these great things. We have, Kirk's playing videos. Like, I'm like back here, I'm like, man, I need Kirk to like produce some of my stuff. Like, what in the world? Like, this is so good how it all works. Like, what? So here's what's cool is like, anyone can do this stuff. Now, you're not going to start from zero and be right there. But what I love about StreamYard is it's so accessible to anyone to use it. So literally, you don't even have to have a computer. You can actually use StreamYard on a mobile device, so like on a tablet or even on your mobile phone, and you can do display overlays and banners and all things. It's a little tricky to do all that on your phone, but at the same time, you don't even have to have anything fancy. So that's by far my number one thing I love about StreamYard is that anyone can use it. And I've had so many times where people will say to me, Mel, I'm in a bind. I've got this thing. They asked me to do this thing, and I need to share slides, and I need to share my screen. Like, what in the world? I'm like, okay, do you have 5 minutes? And they're like, yeah. I'm like, all right, let's get on a Zoom. Within 5 minutes, I'm going to teach you how to create your account, and you're going to be able to create amazing live videos with guests on your screen, share slides, whatever you want to do. Create overlays, banners, whatever. All you need is 5 minutes. And I've done it multiple times. Literally 5 minutes, people go from signing up for StreamYard to literally streaming and like looking and feeling amazing and like a professional. And then you can also add on all these other fancy things, which we can get at. We can talk about, and we can talk about doing things like, what? You can bolt things onto it, duct tape solutions together. There it is. And you can do all those things. So starting at scratch, you can actually create amazing videos. That's my number one thing that I love about StreamYard is that anyone can use it anywhere, anytime.
I love that. I think I'll piggyback there just by saying StreamYard is one of the platforms, or not even one, it is the platform I always, as I'm coaching folks, and especially as they're starting out, I have a lot of faith-based clients. I have a lot of clients who are actually, let's say this, my parents' age. Okay,
sure.
So, and they get it. They get in there and they get it. And they're like, oh, so you click this? Yes. Oh, so you can move this here? Yeah. And just with a little bit, as long as you can speak their language, you can put it in terminology that they can get to it, they're gone. And I will tell you that there are one or two of them, not a lot, but one or two of them have actually said, I need more options. And so then I graduate them to another. But what I love about StreamYard is that you can make it as technical and as wizardry as you want it to be, but you can also make it as basic and simple as you, because here's the point, and I always say this to folks, it's live streaming is only 30% technical. So if you get all the technical part right, you still fail if you don't get the content part right, because the content is 70%. So your message is still going to be the focal point. Everything else is just to stop the scroll. Once you stop the scroll, it's you, right? How you emote on screen, how you deliver your message, and your enthusiasm for what it is you're talking about. That's what's going to keep people. That's what keeps them coming back. And in fact, some of you have already said it in the chat. That's why you're here. Now, I'll say this is my feature that I really love is let me look at my list and make sure I'm not okay. The guest
You've cheated. I didn't write anything down.
I figured I need to have options because I didn't know which ones you were going to say. All right. The guest experience is one of the ones that I love. And it has been made even that much more better. Is that? No. It has been improved by giving us the ability to now create co-hosts. So right now I'm putting my hands up, hands free, right? So Mel, do you want to show people look at that?
Oh, watch out!
Doc says easy on the purple lights.
I know.
Doc's a purple person.
It's all about
too,
stopping
right?
the scroll. That's all about stopping the scroll, people. That's all.
There it
the
is.
lava lamps,
There it
all of
is.
it.
But I love that it's those intuitive things that StreamYard has done to really make the experience a shared experience. So I mean, Mel is a StreamYard. I mean, she trains StreamYard. She's an ambassador for StreamYard. Why would I not want her in this system as a co-host who can help me with comments, who can help me do all of the things? This is one of the things I absolutely like, the guest experience and that co-host teams type experience in StreamYard, hands down. That is one of my favorite features. And if you guys want to see any more on that, absolutely let us know. We'll kind of walk you through some of those pieces. But that is one of the ones for me. Because a lot of people are like, okay, Kirk, we see you using other platforms for other shows. Yeah, but do you know, and I've said this many times, but do you know that in the course of a week for client projects, for all kinds of stuff, I still use StreamYard the most. Because a guest experience is just one where it's like, wow, it's so simple. It just works. People click the link, they're in. It just works. And so that easy. Part,
I will say this. I love that you said that because I've been a guest in a lot of shows on a lot of different, all the popular platforms. And I swear, I mean, and even before I became like, I guess an official advocate or ambassador of StreamYard, I was always like, this sucks. I mean, compared to like, it's so seamless, so easy. There aren't any quirks. There's no learning curve. It's kind of like click this, you're in. Nope. Like, duh.
You're in.
And
Done.
It's a very, very easy. And if you're going to be interviewing people, they may not be a video expert. They may not be a live streaming expert. And so StreamYard does make that guest experience very seamless for your guests, which is really important because you want them to feel comfortable when they come through into your show. So I do appreciate that. That's a huge, huge thing for them. They're very, very passionate about the ease of use. It's one of their core pillars, the ease of use. And believe me, they get feature requests all the time. I see them when I'm live for StreamYard every Wednesday. And I mean, I'm like, chill out on the feature requests, people. There's a forum for that, but we want to hear them.
There's a forum.
But they are really good at navigating and just making sure that, hey, we love that feature request. We love that idea. That's super fancy, super cool. But the core pillar is ease of use, and they don't want to alienate that because, as we said, there are a lot of ways you can get wizardly.
Yes.
Wizard.
Yeah.
You can be a wizard with StreamYard. But I want to clarify real quick because what you're describing the whole co-hosting thing, that is a feature that they released last fall, late summer, early fall, and it's called StreamYard Teams. And all accounts get one extra StreamYard teammate. What that means is even on a free plan or any of the paid plans, you can literally add a person, another user to your account, and you can decide what permissions you give them. I already noticed that Kirk did not give me all of the power of Oz today. No, because I was literally going to play a trick on you, so that's hilarious, and it's probably good that you didn't. But I was going to upload one of my GIF overlays.
I should have. Oh my gosh! I wish I'd done that now.
So I literally was like, while we were getting ready, I was like, oh, I'm about to upload this. I was like, oh, he didn't give me superpower. So anyway, the point is that you can give people, there's layers of permissions you can give them. And so what Kirk is describing is that earlier today, he was like, hey, I want to make you a co-host today because he can trust me, right? Because I'm a StreamYard user. I'm a StreamYard producer. I can do it. What that means is that he and I can share in some of the responsibilities. So while he's talking, he's sharing a screen right now, but I could literally go full screen to me. Oh, we got the overlay up. That's why.
Fine. That's
but
fine.
anyway,
That's fine.
I can literally control what we're doing. I can even change that overlay. And then I can go back to both of us on screen. Oh, geez. See?
No, it's all good. It's all good. It's all
there
good.
We go. There it is.
I love this. This is what it's all about.
I'm just pushing buttons.
The Learn
here.
series.
I'm not as fancy as Kirk, y'all, with these with these custom overlays and things. I'm not as fancy as Kirk. I'm fancy, but I am not the wizard. I am not the wizard. However,
I just want to give people this practical.
Ooh, see, you got that fancy mouse thing that's all Mac only too, by the way.
And it's purple. It's purple. It's purple, by the way.
So cool. You told me what that was, and I literally I was like, I'm downloading that right now. I was like, God, Mac only. God.
Is it only Mac? I thought for sure it was both.
Oh no.
Okay.
Tell me what it is right now. I'm about to Google it again. What is it called again?
Pro
What's
mouse.
that mouse thing?
Pro mouse.
I'm pretty sure it's Mac only. Anyway, but what's beautiful is that we can help each other. So you easily can set up a teammate, and then you can actually revoke their access as well. So like after the show, Kirk is definitely going to revoke access, especially since he knows I will totally prank him, especially when Sean is on. I will totally prank him when Doc Rock is on. I will jump in the stream and be like, what's up, guys? Anyway, so the point is that, but what's cool about it is that I can help look at comments. I can say, okay, this is great. So like, obviously Gary thinks that we're funny because he says LOL, right?
Yeah,
and then Bob says, much easier to have a co-host. I am the one displaying those comments. I can also we're going to get to another amazing feature we love soon, but we can support each other as we do a show together. This is not always what I recommend if you're just having a guest on, but if you have another person that kind of does live streaming and whatever, and they use StreamYard, you totally want to have that conversation and have that feature. But if you want to co-host a show with somebody and actually have a show, then you definitely want to use this feature because you can literally have roles, which make, especially as you grow your channel and the numbers get big, it can get a little noisy for you to navigate everything. So anyway, that's called StreamYard Teams. So that is what that feature is, and all accounts have it. I could not believe when Gage and Dan, when they did this, they were like, everybody's gonna get it. I was like, what? I was like, everyone, even free? And they're like, yeah, we want everyone to have it. I was like, well, that's nice.
Amazing.
Very generous. Yeah.
Yeah, for live show planning, if you have a co-host, that is clutch. But here's the other piece that I'm a huge proponent of because I am a remote producer. I produce shows for clients. I'll share the screen again later in the show, but I have at least 4 clients who have put me in their team as admin, and so now I just come in, I do what I need to, and I don't have to get the code or any of that stuff. It makes life very simple, and their assets are already set up in the studio. The Teams feature is one of my favorites as well. In fact, it's on the list.
Yeah, no, that's awesome. And I just took it over. We just took it over. Hold on, I got to say this. So,
please do.
Seesaw Studios. Okay.
This is Stephen Woods. I knew you were going to see this one.
Okay, no, I love that because what you just did right there, that is one of the things I love about live streaming. I have the same thing. I have all these people that are in my audience, and I know their names and I know their businesses. And I think, again, live video lets you get to know people. Okay, so Stephen Williams says, if Kirk is the streaming quarterback, Mel is the head cheerleader, the best of the best. No, so Stephen, I would not be the head cheerleader.
See,
I would be the mascot. I would be the mascot because that is me. I was the mascot in high school. For 3 years, I was the Muncie Central Bearcat, the purple fuzzy Bearcat. 3 years. The only one in Bearcat history.
You've got to bring a video next week. Bring a video or a picture of you in the Muncie. I don't know.
Oh my gosh.
Uniform.
Oh, I will do it. I will do it. No, so just so you know, I'm gonna give a sneak peek. I might get to relive my mascotting days next week. That's all I'm gonna say. That's all I'm gonna say. I might get to relive my mascotting days next week.
I am so geek. I'm losing sleep at night. I'm like, my bag's already packed. I'm like, this is crazy, y'all. It's crazy. Oh man, James.
I love it.
This is priceless. This is
okay.
Priceless. This is what happens. My wife said to me, she's like, yo, when you and Mel are on, it is nonstop. You guys are like two sides of the same coin.
I know. It's going to take me an hour to wind down after this. Just try to get tired. Addie's getting out of the shower. Doug's up there. Like, they're all winding down. I'm like, the party's going to go on. The party's going to go on.
Yeah.
It's going to go on. Yeah. I love it.
Give us one more, and then we're going to take a quick break to kind of talk about our show sponsor for this month. But give us one more.
There's two massive features that I'm trying to decide.
You can do both because we're going to do favorites after the break as well.
Oh, I know. But I'm trying to figure out which one you're going to pick. And I'm just like, ooh, I know these two are on your list. I guarantee they are. I'm going to say this. I'm going to save one for you. No, okay. I'm going to save one for me. I'm going to go for the gauntlet right here. The extra camera feature. They added the extra camera feature. And Kirk, I think you and I both, so both of our YouTube channels had a uptick. I was literally not a YouTuber. I will say this.
Both of us, yes.
Yes, and we both did a video on how to hack your way and have this like extra camera, so right? And I think it's how I found you because I created a video. I saw I'm like, oh, look at this. So literally, you used to have, if you wanted to add an extra camera angle, you had to either have hardware. So like I'm using a Blackmagic A10 Mini. So I can change I've got two cameras hooked up. I can change my angle by using this piece of hardware, right? There's that. You can also use software like OBS and set up different scenes, blah. But Kirk and I both like figured out this like hack. And I think it was by accident that I did it because I didn't realize I was in StreamYard. And then I was like, okay, I need to enter my studio. And I opened up Chrome again. And I was like, enter StreamYard again. And I was like, wait, why am I in the studio twice? Down in the bottom. And I was like, what's going on? I was like, oh my gosh. Oh, I was like, nobody knows this. Oh my gosh. I was like, is anybody looking? Oh my gosh. I was like, oh my gosh. Okay, so then I started playing around with it, and then I was like, I'm going live right now. I'm doing a live video. I'm going to tell everyone how to do this, how to have two cameras in your stream so you can have a behind the scenes or a bird's eye view. All the artists in the world, they want this. All the chefs, they want all the angles. I want to show people how to do this, and they don't have to have anything fancy. Oh!
And this is what we're talking about, by the way.
Yeah, but we had to hack. You used to have to hack it. You used to have to enter the stream again and like mute your speaker and like plug something into your speaker so it didn't have any audio because it was going to echo. You had to mute your mic. But then what happened is here about, 6 weeks ago, StreamYard released a new feature for professional plans where it's called the extra camera. You just share an extra camera. And so when you're in your studio, you go down to share the same place where you would share your screen, and you literally can add another webcam. So as long as you have another webcam plugged in, you can add it just like Kirk had pulled up. And it's so easy. So I love it because this is great for anyone who wants to show behind the scenes, but also be able to address your audience, meaning look them in the eye, but also maybe show like, I love this for artists. I love this for, anybody who's crafting or creating or doing anything like that. There you go. You're going to show us how to do it. So down there at the share, you're going to see share slides. You're going to see the extra camera if you're on the professional plan. And so you click that and you just select your webcam and boom, it's backstage just like a guest, just like a screen share. And you add it to the screen and you can go from solo mode. You can have all the different layouts just like your screen share. And it's so cool. Again, this adds so much creativity, adds so much production level, all with the click of a few buttons. And I love this feature that came out because I do think it just takes the creativity and it lets people just like, and you don't even, let's say you have a webcam and you don't want to buy another one. You have a phone, you can actually make your phone a webcam. Like you can totally do it.
One of the use cases of a client called me literally today, and he was like, hey, I'm trying to do a presentation with my wife and I don't want her in the same camera shot as me.
Yeah.
perfect. And he has a Rodecaster Pro. So I was like, normally I would tell you, you could do this, but you're going to need to figure out the mic situation. But because you have a Rodecaster Pro and you have, 4 inputs, and in fact, he does actually have 2 mics, he actually set it up to where him and his wife are on screen just like me and you are right now. And he's only using 1 computer. That is what the power of this feature is. And I absolutely love this feature. So you stole it from me, but
I know, I did. I literally was like, okay, which one? So I was like, nope, I'm taking it.
No, you had to. And you are so right. This is the video that literally catapulted me. Like I put it up for a friend. He was wanting to know how to do something, and I was like, oh, let me put this video up on YouTube. And all of a sudden, I'm seeing like views just. I'm like, what happened here? So yeah, no, this is one of those huge ones.
Yeah, and here's the thing too. You talked about how you have a lot of faith-based organizations and churches and things that are using StreamYard. Their clients here, you're teaching them, showing them how to do it. Here's the deal. Like literally, people, you can have 1 computer, but that's sometimes people think, oh, that's a limit. Oh, dang it, I want to literally have a camera like 100 feet away from me though. You can actually use this feature with 2 laptops. So you can literally have all kinds of extra cameras with different computers. You could literally add an extra camera from another place in the world. So if you want to have like a live webcam, a weather cam, a score cam, if you're doing a marathon and you have like different stations throughout the marathon, course, a cross country meet, a volleyball match, a high school basketball game, whatever you want, have a camera on the scoreboard, have a camera. I mean, you can literally use this feature and those webcams can be set up on different computers. You just would log into StreamYard and add the camera, add the extra,
to the studio.
Boom,
done.
There you are. And the producer can do it all as long as you have, and it's so cool. So I do think that this feature just completely opens up all the creativity. Again, this is
look,
like,
we can do full screen here. We can go to full screen Mel. We can go to other full screen Mel. We can go to other full screen Kirk. And we go back again. And all we're doing is just using this share camera feature to swap in between, and it works seamlessly, y'all. So
it's easy. It's easy.
There's just so many. One of the things I love, and this is something that we share. Clearly, we share this because we both figured out this thing by stumbling into it. But I love finding the little tweaks and hacks and workarounds, or if you will, to really do things that some people are like, oh, I didn't know you could do that with StreamYard, or I didn't know you could do that in this situation or that situation.
Or they think it's going to be really hard, or they have to have all this expensive hardware. Like you don't. Like, that's what's so cool about it. And I think all it is, and that's what I love about you and your channel, Kirk, is that it's all about just like taking some of those barriers down and just like, hey, here's how you do this. And people constantly are just like, oh my gosh, I didn't know it was that easy. And then their creative mind goes crazy because they can see how it can be done and how easy it is. And that's what I love to help people do. And I know that's totally what you're all about as well. And that's why I love it. I love it. I'm always like, I could create YouTube videos all day long. And I'm like, I don't know. I just send everybody over. I'm like, extra camera feature. Great. Just go to Kirk's channel. He literally like did it at 1 a.m. last night because the feature came out today. And like tomorrow he had the video out. So like, the guy's like going back and I don't know, you're like a time machine or something. You're a wizard. You're a wizard.
Oh man, that's priceless. It's priceless. Listen, I've got to put this audience question up, or else we're never going to make it. So this is the audience question. I want you guys to answer this question for us in the chat. What is something you've seen done with StreamYard that you can't figure out how to do yourself? Put that in the chat. What is something you've seen done with StreamYard? Maybe something we've done even here tonight that you've seen done with StreamYard that you can't figure out how to do yourself. And while you guys are typing, because there's a bit of a delay, I'm going to show you our sponsor for this month, Hustle Healthier.
Hustle Healthier is a social movement launched in direct response to the significant rise in hustle culture, a lifestyle that prioritizes work and professional success over everything else. The Hustle Healthier course is a 3-part series created in partnership with Arlen Hamilton, investor and founder of Backstage Capital, designed to help entrepreneurs improve and maintain their mental health while working towards their entrepreneurial goals. By promoting balance, resourcefulness, and mental health, Hustle Healthier aims to build a world of mentally resilient self-starters who influence our generation and world for the better. For more information, visit hustlehealthier.co today.
Yes, Hustle Healthier. Just real quick, Hustle Healthier is another project by Jana Peterson. One of our sponsors, I think it was for January, was 57 Northampton, which she is the executive director of. But she has this program that she has done in partnership with Arlen Hamilton. Phenomenal program. You guys need to check it out. Hustlehealthier.co. Jasmine, one of our great mods, has put it in the chat for you guys to be able to check that out. Hustlehealthier.co. So if you're on YouTube, you see her comment, you can actually click that link and check it out. Definitely want to bring some awareness to this. All of us in this entrepreneurial space, we could definitely look into hustling healthier.
Yeah.
So with that said, I definitely want to say something real quick for those that, thank you for that, Mel. For those that you're new, you kind of came in, you're like, hey, what's this StreamYard thing? kirkarnugent.live/StreamYard is my affiliate link. Yes, it is an affiliate link. Yes, StreamYard will give me a little something, but it does get you access. I think it's a 14-day free trial that you can try out all the functions and features of all the plans. After the 14 days, however, it will kick you back down to the free plan, and that duck will show up in the top right corner, which is fine. It's not that big a deal because the free plan does have a lot of features, but kirkarnugent.live/StreamYard, and I'm just looking because I thought maybe one of my mods might throw that in the chat. I can type it too, guys, but I would just, I was hoping that you guys would type it.
Pretty easy to remember, but it lets you try. I mean, here's the thing. There's a lot of generous features on the free account. So, sharing screens, having a couple of guests. You can, if you want to multi-stream, if you want to have that extra camera feature we talked about, if you want to stream in 1080, then you'll need to be on the professional plan. Now, overlays and videos and all those things, you can be on the basic plan. But like, if you want to try those things out and see how easy it is, like we keep saying, then you can get on that 14-day free trial to just like dabble around. And then after the 14 days, your streams are just going to look normal and have that little logo up there, just like that. A little powered by StreamYard with little puddles up there in the corner. So that's it.
Yeah.
So
there you go.
No, it's like easy. It's like nothing. You're not gonna, people always get a little bit nervous about stuff like that. And what StreamYard does is they don't require you to like enter your credit card or anything like that. You just get to try it out for free. So it's pretty cool.
And I love that. I absolutely love that. We're about to use another feature that I love, but we're going to use it in order to grab your comments for the question that we put on screen. What is something you've seen done with StreamYard that you can't figure out how to do yourself? So let's grab it. And that feature is starred comments. Now I'm trying to figure out a way to like show starred comments, but I don't see a way to do that.
Yeah, actually,
I guess I can show it here.
I feel like I can. Yeah. Hold on.
Can you?
Yeah, I think I can.
Is it going to be like an Inception type of thing?
We're going to see what's
because
going to happen.
if not, I have
I got to mute.
hold on. Okay, cool. Let's do that. When comments come in, you have the ability to hit this star on the top here, and that puts them in a queue for you to be able to go and respond to them later on in the show. But I think, Mel, were you going to bring up your screen?
Yeah, I just had to get the audio correct so we didn't have a bunch of like
Got you.
echo stuff. So yeah, we'll share my screen now.
Move this one.
Yep.
Add
And
this one.
We got Inception, which is
That's
is
fine.
what it is. We
It
got
is
this,
what it
but what
is.
he's describing is over here in the comments, which is what show up in your studio. So you see live, and then you also see this star. Now this is one that's starred, but if I go over here, I'm going to see the queue. So all of those are the queued comments. This is so great when you do have a backstage producer or a co-host, because Kirk's been like grabbing some of these and pinning them, and I've been pinning them too, and I love it. And so all you do is you can just display it. So Making Sense of Debt. I didn't catch the name of the conference y'all are going to. So Kirk, what conference are we going to?
We're going to Social Media Marketing World. Social Media Marketing World. And if you check out their podcast, one of the latest episodes does feature our guest for tonight.
Oh, only
Mel.
but a few episodes after your amazing episode that you did all about Amazon Live. That was a good one.
No, there was it, but yours. Listen, I was jealous. I got to be honest, I was jealous because you guys did live video, and
We did.
that's a thing for me.
Yeah, we did.
So
it was the
like,
first one they
did a
decided to
video.
record with video. I may have had a few internet issues that day, which is the only thing that makes me angry. But so what
was
we
so
did
good.
was we
So
just
good.
answered this question, and now that we're done, we can simply uncheck it inside here. And then we can unpin it, and now it goes out of the queue. And then we can go back to our live comments. We can go back and check in on everybody. And then we go back to the starred comments. And that is how it works. It's so great, so awesome. You can see here, it now lets me know there's new live comments you haven't seen yet. So it's a great feature that I know I personally was begging for a really long time.
Yes.
And I was so excited when it came out. I was so excited when it came out because, it's not crazy when you have just, you're growing your channel and you're starting out and you don't have a lot of people live. But when you start to get a lot of live comments and you're hosting a Q&A or anything, it can be challenging to scroll and navigate those comments. So that is available for all accounts. So free and paid accounts.
And if you have a co-host, this is one of those things where you define your roles and your co-host. You could have a co-host or the producer whose job is just to manage comments, and star the ones that they think you as the host on-screen talent will want to utilize or touch on or respond to later. So that way, people like me and Mel who are on screen, we can just look at the starred comments and not all comments. So that could help, especially when you have, because I did a program with StreamYard. We had almost 3,000 people watching. This is, Eric Thomas was one of the speakers. So, he kind of draws a crowd. So, but the comments were moving like, and this is way before any of these other features. So I was like, literally, I had to assign one of my team members to just do comments. It was stressful. It really was stressful. And I just wanted to put this link on the screen here. Gary Jones was gracious enough to put that in the comments there. Excited for people to be able to join us. Listen, I don't know if you can still get tickets to Social Media Marketing World, but it would still be worth your time to just show up in San Diego, I think.
I mean, I already looked at the weather forecast, and it's going to be great. It's going
to be gorgeous. All right, let's see what else we got here. All right, my favorite feature is to customize the look and feel of StreamYard in Canva. And actually that was one of my last ones. It's kind of sort of on that one, Virgil. It's the feature I was going to say was defined assets. Now, what I mean by that is everything is fixed. So I'll put up an overlay right now for you guys to see what I'm talking about. So this is an overlay with the audience question on it. Boom. Those squares it's fixed. So it doesn't matter, I can move Mel over to this side or I can move back. It doesn't matter. Those are fixed. And because they're fixed, it makes designing very easy. So that is, again, you can definitely customize and dial in your look and feel in Canva or whatever your, graphic design platform of choice is. So definitely one that I resonate with, man. Thank you so much for that.
You're so fancy, Kirk. Like your overlays are fancy pants. Like mine are literally just like, just keep it simple, add a little extra branding, and whatnot. But like, I will say that one of the things I do like about the ability, what Virgil's talking about here is, you can go into Canva and you can design. You don't look at Kirk's and think, oh, that's what it is. You can literally do basic stuff. Like you can just put something at the very top, like that thing he's got up there where it says KirkRNugent.com. You could put something like that together and it just be, Kirk, do me a favor, click on it for us. Take the overlay off. So
the overlay is off right now. So it's just a background.
Oh, that's your background. So that's the background. So the same thing is that you can literally, this is what it would look like if you didn't use anything, right? Yep. That's just the basic, charcoal gray background. So designing those backgrounds as custom backgrounds, you can literally create some branding, add some extra calls to action, even if you want, outside of the banners and the tickers that you have. So definitely super cool. I love using Canva for all that stuff as well.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a great one. It's a great one. Let me see. Let's grab this next comment from Saskele. So he is saying, do I need both? That's totally a personal decision, man. It's a personal decision. I use both every day together. But, I like to switch things up and move things around. And then, of course, Ecamm does have the limitation of being only on Mac. So it's a personal decision, Saskele. I know that you have StreamYard, I think. But I'm not certain. I can't remember. I remember you saying you had stream. Anyway, he's one of the people that's in my community.
And this is one of those things that like it's interesting because Ecamm can do a lot of the things that StreamYard can do and more, right? Like you can go way crazier, way cooler, way more. But at the same time, that's not for everyone. So if you're just getting started, I always tell people start with something like a browser-based application like StreamYard, and then here's what's cool: you can use Ecamm with StreamYard. If you want to customize everything, you can literally use the virtual camera and just go to StreamYard and log in, and you want to multi-stream, for example, and go all over the place. All you have to do is use the virtual camera, turn it on in Ecamm, and then when you select your webcam in StreamYard, you're going to select your Ecamm virtual camera. I actually use OBS in the same way.
Virtual camera,
so
same thing.
Literally, I mean, that's how I was able to do this little thing, because this is it's an overlay in my OBS. It's a different scene that I have set up. Yeah. So that's how I start my streams with, and you know, this is all in OBS, but I'm using the virtual camera. So you don't have to, but that you can use them together, because StreamYard will allow you to multi-stream. Now, as of right now, key phrase. Of right now, key phrase. I'm not going to say anything else because I don't want to get in trouble. Key phrase. As of right now, that RTMP data is only going to go one way, meaning your Ecamm, if you use Ecamm and StreamYard, it's only going to go one way. You won't see comments coming back into Ecamm. As of right now.
As of right now.
As of right
That's all we'll say. We will say no more.
That's it.
I love this.
That's all I'm going to say. That's it.
Listen, I will say this also. I love saying this one piece, because what Mel just said is absolutely correct. They are for two totally different types of, if you are, because I know people that go into Ecamm, they're like, whoa, I'm overwhelmed. And they go right back to a web, browser based. So, and I know people that go into OBS and they're like, whoa,
like
overwhelmed.
What? Yeah.
So it is a different workflow. It's a different mindset. And then there are other limitations. So, there are some other limitations. And again, we can dive into that even further a little later. I want to grab these last three, and then I want to see if we can still squeeze in this last question before we have to close it out. My goodness, the time has just run away from us today.
That's what always
happens. That you haven't. It always happens. Was this going to be your other one? Was this comment going to be your other one?
You know what's funny is that is not what I was going to say, but I figured you would say it. But I do love that Jasmine brought this up, because there is another one, and we do have another comment about the other one I was going to say, the last one I was going to say. We do have another comment I see in the queue. But yeah, so like the whole hotkeys. So Stream Deck came out with hotkeys. You know, when Kirk was saying earlier that he's like, what the heck, StreamYard? Like, keeping me busy. Like, because they release like feature after feature after feature after feature after feature, and they're getting ready to do more this year. I mean, more stuff's coming. But hotkeys was asked forever. Yes. And they finally released hotkeys, and they are continuing to add more hotkeys, and they will continue to add hotkeys. So there are, if you go into your settings, you can absolutely program certain keys. So the layouts are huge. So you can literally toggle between the different layouts by just pressing a button on your Stream Deck. So if you're a person who's been thinking about buying a Stream Deck and you have StreamYard, or if you have a Stream Deck and you wish, before you were like, dang it, I wish Stream Deck would work with my StreamYard, it will now. And it's going to continue to be enhanced. So this is only like iteration 1 of hotkeys. So super cool. Love that Jasmine brought that up. And I love how she's like, I can't believe you guys haven't brought that up yet. But no, that was not the other one I was going to say.
Okay. So what was the other one you're going to say? Because I want to hear this now.
Oh, background music.
Background
music. Come on, man.
Oh my God, you're so correct.
Oh, I'm going there because I can. You guys ready for this?
Come on, let's get it.
This one takes a second to get going, but then it does.
I love it. And the question, and this you can change the volume level. Oh my! Let me share my screen again. Where's Brand? Here we go. Brand. Let's go all the way down.
Dance pop, by the way. So yeah, background music. You can absolutely, all accounts. Once again, generous as they are, crazy generous. All accounts have it. Even free plans have background music. So this was another thing people were just begging for. They wanted to be able to display like an overlay, like maybe their thumbnail, and they wanted to be able to get started with their stream and just have a little bit of music going. I love background music for when you're doing tutorials and you're not necessarily talking a lot. You're just showing something on the screen. There's a lot of dead air. And if you're nervous like me, you feel like you have to talk. But when I have background music playing, I don't feel this pressure to talk all the time. And so background music allows for some other extra pizzazz to your stream.
Yeah, I love it. I love it. And there, I did a couple of videos on this, and I know one of the major pieces of feedback that I heard from people was, will they allow us to upload our own? And I always counter by saying this music that's here is completely copyright free. And I think that there's just a lot of T's that need to be crossed and I's that need to be dotted in terms of ensuring that onus is not on StreamYard if you stream something that has nothing, that is not that is copyrighted. So and just based on a lot of the questions that I hear out there, that's a very valid fear.
No, it is. And you know what's funny is, and here's the other thing. Again, back to one of the things I really love about the core pillars of StreamYard, ease of use, all those things. The other thing is that they like to take us through steps. And that's what this is. Hotkeys. They took us through steps. Stability is the other core pillar that they have. And I will tell you, it's the most stable out of almost any browser-based application out there. I rarely have any issues. It rarely goes down. You rarely have problems with StreamYard. They're very good at keeping up with the APIs and all the things. But they like to introduce things to us so that we can get accustomed to something before we go to the next level. And so that's exactly where background music is. It's exactly where hotkeys is.
Yep.
Yeah, it's all it's iteration number
definitely
1.
Version 1. Yes.
It's version 1, and they say, and again, the same thing. It's like they don't want to just open up the gates. And then you have all these people who have never done any music before are going to start playing like Beyonce and Jay-Z or Tupac or whatever. And it's like, yo, you don't have the rights to play that. Like, and so you got to be careful. Yeah. So you can't just go download something from your iTunes and like upload it to StreamYard and start going down with it. Like, so they have absolutely said that they plan to make this a feature to upload your own tracks. But I know that there will be a lot of like, hey, just make sure. Because again, people are kind of crazy out there. They like to point the finger, and they're going to go out there and play like some Justin Timberlake and be like,
yes, they are.
YouTube took my video down, StreamYard. What's wrong with you? And StreamYard's going to say, what's wrong with you playing YouTube or Justin Timberlake tracks on your, crafting channel on YouTube? You can't do that. So you got to make sure you have the rights. And I know somebody asked about this. Yeah, it is all copyright free, like you said.
All copyright
There's
free.
8 tracks. There's actually 8 tracks right now for you to choose from. Different styles, different genres of music.
What I'll say, we're gonna go over, but hopefully that's okay, because we're gonna go over a bit. So my apologies to anybody that has to go. We understand, but I'll say this: I had a person say to me, "But I bought the music, so why can't I play it?" And this is the thing. A lot of people are like, man, we know that we have to pay non-copyright, music. We know that, but it's not for you.
Right.
That's the limitation is not there for you. The limitation is for the people the vast majority of the users who never streamed before, who this is all new to, and they do not understand what you mean by copyright. What do you mean? All I know is that you gave me this feature. I played music. My stream got taken down. Why did you do this? So that's the thing that they're trying to weave through seamlessly, and StreamYard is doing a really good job of that. Version 1, I love that phrase. Oh yeah, this is version 1 of a lot of these features. Here is a question: I want to show 6 guests at one time. That's definitely possible.
Yep, absolutely. Yeah. I could never remember the pricing plans, but I believe 6 guests is possible on the free plan. If I'm not mistaken, 6
guests is on the free plan.
12 I think 6 is I think 6 is actually the first. Like, so free plan is 6, and I think you get more with the basic and then professional. I think it's 10 on screen and 12 in your studio.
10 on screen, 12 in the studio. Yes, that's correct.
I think that's it. I'm about to confirm.
And that is clutch, because myself and my assistant producer, we're always those extra 2.
Yep. Actually, basic plan allows you to have 10 on screen. So basic plan and professional plan allows you to have 10 people in the stream, 12 in your studio. So you can have 2 extra people, like a background producer or somebody backstage in there. So with 6 guests, you can do that on the free plan. You just have the duck in the corner. You got the duck in the corner. No big deal. It's all good. I always tell people you can do so many great things with the free plan. You really can.
Yeah. I don't know what fidgety beast. I don't know what you mean here. How are you able to use multiple banners? Talk to us.
I think Fidgety Beast is talking about your custom kind of overlay, which sort of looks like a banner. The thing at the top looks like a banner. He's a wizard, Fidgety Beast. That's what it's all about. Kirk is a wizard.
This one, okay, I get it.
Wizardly wisdom over here, wizard.
You're so right. Okay, you're so right. You're so right. I think. You're so right. And they're designed in. They're designed in Fidgety Beast. Thank you so much for that. Olubayo says, can I use StreamYard in A10 Mini? You can use them with the A10 Mini. But I just want to make sure that when you say in, I don't know.
Yeah. I don't know what they mean by that. Now, you can absolutely use the A10 Mini. The A10 Mini you can use with anything that takes a webcam. Zoom, Google Meet, Microsoft Teams, anything. You hook it up to your computer. There it is. And you use the A10 Mini and to switch your camera angles like, I'm able to do here. So I've got two cameras going into the A10 Mini, and I just push the buttons and it switches them up. Now, I literally have I haven't had time to like literally research everything else I can do with the A10. But as far as using StreamYard in the A10, so this is something I want to make clear. Right now, StreamYard can stream to a custom RTMP destination. Okay, so it can stream out. But there's another version where RTMP comes in. That's called RTMP ingest. That is not yet a feature. So,
oh my God.
So, it's been requested a lot. It's been requested a lot. And that could be partially what is being asked here. But so what that would be is that, let's say you wanted to take StreamYard and you wanted to use the StreamYard studio and use it in some other places that they need to, get the RTMP from StreamYard per se. That is what's called RTMP ingest. It's not yet available.
Not yet.
The year is young. It's only March 7th.
The year is young.
It's only March 7th.
Not yet, but the year is young. I love this.
Not yet. Name the movie, Kirk. Do you know the movie? Not yet.
Oh man, now it's gonna bother me for the rest of the night.
It's from Gladiator. It's from Gladiator.
Gladiator.
Not yet. Okay, sorry.
Maximus Decimus Meridius.
Oh, such a great movie.
It's one of my favorites. Me and my sister watch it at least, a couple times a year. Anyway, excellent use of background music. Yes, copyright free. Thank you. I didn't know that, Virgil Vergara. Other great thing, I like this one. Bob Pond says, other great thing about StreamYard is having 10 different brand looks built in.
Folders.
How did I forget this one?
Brand folders are huge.
Yes.
I definitely think that it's a very underutilized feature that people don't realize. So Kirk's got multiple types of shows, right? So Kirk can, instead of having to like have all these overlays, all these things in his StreamYard studio, he can create a different folder for each brand, each show type, different color schemes, different logos, different overlays. And this is great if you are the kind of person who does have, different types of maybe you have one show that's all you all the time. It's your solo show. You never have guests. But then you have another show where you might have guests on, same branding, same everything else, but different overlays, different stuff. Yeah. Create a different folder for it, right? And so that is definitely a great thing as well. I love it.
Absolutely. Well said. So well said. Fixed Point says, is it best to stream using OBS or StreamYard if I want my custom filter or image profile? I know I can set a virtual cam, but OBS takes so much PC power to run. Man, I think you answered your own question there, kind of, sort of. But go ahead. I know you use OBS.
I use both. So I use OBS with StreamYard. I use the OBS virtual camera, but I use StreamYard so that I can display comments and like multi-stream.
It's
and it's so easy. Easy. I don't have to figure out plugins and weird things. Now, when I run the OBS virtual camera, it is not as intensive as if I were streaming with OBS. So when you stream with OBS, especially if you don't have a dedicated graphics card, it is going to like bog your computer down. But right now I am using I'm using OBS virtual camera, and it says CPU 3.9%. That's it. So it's not really that intense if you're not streaming with it or recording. I also have a dedicated graphics card on my computer. I will say that does help.
It does.
But if you stream with OBS, you're limited with what you can do. But yeah, I say use both. Now, if you don't have enough power and it bogs it down to use both, then dude, I would say StreamYard. I would say all in, go with StreamYard. You can't necessarily customize your webcam inside StreamYard like you can, customize your video inside OBS. But, I would say dial in your webcam or your camera with your webcam software outside of StreamYard. If you're having the PC, utilization issue, but try both. But if it's too intensive, then either go do what Kirk and I do and just go spend money and buy new things, or just use StreamYard. That's what I say.
or just use StreamYard. No, you said it so well. That answer, I think, I mean, it's a great question, and it's a question that we get all the time. So excited for that. Let's see what else we get here. Gary Jones is doing his great things in the comments. Hello, Melanie and Kirk. Nice to see you both together. I love that.
Joanne Banco. She's a StreamYard fan. She shows up a lot in the Wednesday Ask StreamYard show.
Oh, dope. All right. This is the final question, Mel. I'm posing it to you. And I love this question. I think, as I said before, streaming does take some technical prowess, some technical know-how. You got to be willing to learn some of the buttons and what to press, and you got to have a adventurous spirit as well, because sometimes it falls apart, and that's okay. But one of the things I like to share with people, and I want to hear from you, Mel, what that thing is. What is something that's non-technical that you found to be critical to ensure success using, learning, and maximizing StreamYard? What's something that's just non-technical? I know I'm putting you on the spot.
Non-technical.
But it's like,
you just got to be able to be willing to know that it's really a mindset thing, I guess I'll say, because you can have all the technical fancy whatever, blah, 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 da. Yeah. I mean, I'll just say this, the willingness to try it, the willingness to go, but also to not give up, because you're going to go live the first time and there probably won't be anybody there. I mean, if you've never gone live before, the first time you ever go live, if you go live on a business page or in a group even, there probably won't be anyone there. If you go live on your personal profile, all your aunts and uncles and your friends and your high school people that you don't talk to anymore, that you just, even the people that you're Facebook friends with that you're really not friends with, they are maybe going to see it and maybe comment on it. But my point is that it takes time. So non-technical is a willingness to try it and a willingness to stick with it, because that is where you get more comfortable. That's where you get good. And if you need a reminder, because one of the things that holds everybody back from trying it and going with it and sticking with it is that they're afraid to look foolish, or they're afraid to mess up, or they're afraid what will people think about me, whatever. People are judging you even if you're not going live anyway. Just so you know, we're all getting judged all day long, whether you show up online or not. Truly, you're going to get judged for not going live. You're going to get judged for going live. You're getting judged anyway. So who cares? Get that out. Let's go ahead and be done with that. But live video is not supposed to be perfect. So here's the thing. You might screw up. You might have an issue. You might have an audio issue. Who knows? Something might fall and your kid might walk in the background. Your dog might show up in your stream. It's meant to be that way. People want authenticity. They want it to be raw because it's trustworthy. And if you watch the news, watch all the interviews we watch on the news these days, people's dogs and kids are showing up and all kinds of things. Nobody cares. So let go of the perfectionism. And this is the easiest way to go out there and say, I don't have to be perfect, because nobody's expecting it to be. It's supposed to be raw and real.
Yeah.
That's what I say.
I love that. I love that. And again, resonates with me, resonates with my messaging that I've tried to be consistent on, which is you live is live. When I was talking to a person the other day, Mel, and you'll love this, and they were like, I just, me and being in front of the camera, it's just not my thing, Kirk. I just, I don't have, I said, oh, okay, so you don't go live? And he's like, no, I don't go live. I said, yeah, but we're talking in a coffee shop right now, live.
Yep.
And he was like, what? I said, we're actually live right now.
Yep.
Me and you, we're live talking to one another. And it blew his mind, because he was like, I never thought about that. I said, yeah. So, and people build up these barriers about whether or not they're a speaker, and whether or not, can I do this? But when you see them doing their natural thing, like if you see the same person who's deathly afraid of the camera behind the barbecue grill, laughing it up with the beer and flipping some things on the grill, that person's still live.
Mm-hmm.
So if you just finding that cheat code to get to that space where you're comfortable doing you, that's the thing you really need to be able to get your message out there. That's the place you want to be able to get to share yourself with the world. And it doesn't matter if it's a camera or if you're actually sitting in front of one another, which we are going to do next week. But you are actually live. You're actually live. I wanted to end right on this one.
I love that. It's perfect.
There's another question there that I don't want to miss, because I just feel like this is one of those that has to be touched on because it is a common question that comes up, at least for me, a lot. And I wanted to make sure that we do respond. I don't know if you want to take a stab at it first.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, like the question of being able to do synchronized singing, musical performances,
yes,
not in the same room together, does come up a lot. It is a very challenging thing to pull off from a software standpoint because it requires it. There's a lot of variables that StreamYard cannot control, including internet speed, power, the microphone, and the cables you use.
Yeah.
I mean, that actually matters. So like, for example, if you're using certain cables and certain audio equipment, the signal, the data, think of it as data, is going to travel to your computer faster, which is going to get streamed out faster. And whereas somebody else might be on a different kind of system, a different kind of mic, and their system can't push the data. It's all data. All this is data. It can't push as fast. So it's very difficult for a browser-based solution like StreamYard to be able to control that and put things in sync. Now, it can be done, but I will say this. I do not know of any plans as of right now where StreamYard is going to try to create a system or a way for that to happen. It's not to say it can't. I mean, those guys are wizards too. I mean, Kirk, you're a wizard, but they're like magicians. They're magicians. They're wizards. I don't know what they are. But anyway, it's not there now. It's not there now. Some people have been able to pull it off. Honestly, maybe somewhat out of pure luck, where that they just were able, their systems were just able to sync together. But as far as I know right now, it's not necessarily in the plans. It is I think it may be a little bit outside of the box that StreamYard is in right now.
Right. And so I will take it like one step further, and that is to say what she said, what Mel said is absolutely correct. There are so many technical pieces that cause there to be a delay. One of the things that people ask me all the time is like, why do you use a countdown clock? I said, because there's a delay. Because it doesn't get to all of the places at the same time. So if I use a countdown clock, you will actually notice it. If you go on Facebook, you go on YouTube, you'll see the countdown clock's like 3 minutes, 40 seconds over here, but it's like 3 minutes over here, right? Yep. So 40-second difference between different platforms. And then, of course, then there's me who's actually live. So there's so many different components. Of course, then it comes down to your microphone and what wires you're using, all those things. Some of it, yes, StreamYard can control, but there's a lot of it that is outside of their control. And I think those are the pieces that really make it difficult. Churches really tried to do this hardcore back in when the pandemic first started and people were trying to sing together and stuff. It was a no. It was a solid no. But I know the desire is there, but it's just not possible. Even on a phone call, it isn't quite live. Like it's not zeroed in. You can't quite sing together even on a phone call. So this technology just isn't there for you to be able to do that. I'm certain that somebody's trying to figure this out, but for right now, I just wanted to make sure to give you that answer. And I want to just say a word of appreciation to all of you for hanging out with us tonight. It has been absolutely amazing. We went over our time. Mel, do you have a little bit more time?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, good. Because I want to get us into the after party for just a few minutes. One or two people have actually already joined the after party. And so if you guys have not joined the after party,
hello,
do that. Come on into the after party. Come on in. Definitely come on into the after party. But I want to say a word of thanks to Mel for coming through and making our Learn StreamYard episode absolute fire. Could not have done it without you. This was absolutely amazing. Sharing those features and of course sharing why you love those features has really opened people's minds. I see the comments. I see the perspectives changing in the chat. Definitely wanted to make sure to say a word of thanks to you. And of course, this is not going to be the last. We're going to be going back and forth.
Oh, come on. We might have to sneak a little live next week. I'm super jealous that you're doing a live with. I'm going to crash that party so fast.
You better crash the party. Number one. Number two, we definitely will do something live
next week. Come on, let's go. Yes, I will be there. If you're coming to Social Media Marketing World, definitely look me up. I'll be at the booth a little bit, but I'll be mingling and mixing and I'll be all over the place. So yes. Definitely come check it out. And then actually Tuesday night, StreamYard's hosting a little cocktail party. So look us up and come hang out with us. You'll be there.
Yeah, I got got that invite and I'm definitely going to be there. Looking forward to it. So there's going to be so many different ways to connect. But Mel, it cannot go unsaid. truly, truly appreciate you, what you do, and all that you are putting out in the earth for people to be able to get their message out there. What is the term you said? Do not let your gifts go ungiven.
Do not let your gifts go ungiven. It's my motto. It's my phrase. It's my mission in this world is to help people make the difference they want to make. Everybody has gifts, even if it's baking cookies or if it's literally coaching people, helping people, teaching people, doesn't matter. We all have gifts to share. And I just want to help people share their gifts because nothing is worse than for you to leave this earth and your gifts went ungiven. And so don't let your gifts go ungiven. That's my thing.
Don't let your gifts go ungiven. Mel, thank you so
Thanks,
much.
Kirk.
Listen, fam, we've had another ridiculous, crazy, awesome episode. How it all works. Learn series. This is the first for the month. So imagine what it's going to be like for the rest of the month. Okay. You may see Mel next week. I can't promise you, but you might. So definitely come through next week as well. Doc Rock is going to be my guest. I'm excited to have him come through, and we will physically be in person together. Like I'll pinch him a couple of times throughout the show just to make sure you guys know I'm physically sitting next to him. I want to thank you guys for coming and hanging out with us. There's several of you may be new to my communities. I know I saw several regulars, but I saw some new people here. Definitely people who showed up because Mel is here, and I love that. And I know that our communities overlap, and I just love what she's doing. I love that we can partner in this way to be able to share value for you guys. And I hope that we were able to answer your questions. If you had other questions a little more in depth, then come on and join us in the after party. A couple of the mods have put those comments out there for you to be able to join us in the after party. There it is right there, kirkarnugent.live/coffee. Just go ahead and hit that link. You can join us in the after party right now. Man, I'm hoping that somewhere in the video today, you got a chance to peek behind the veil a little bit, got a chance to have that light bulb aha moment, got a chance to put those puzzle pieces together. Essentially, we're hoping that you're able to figure out how it all works. And we'll see you, family, in the next video. Later.